Do you know about the joke about Soviet Russia? It generally goes something like this. In Soviet Russia, car drives you. Or in Soviet Russia, bank robs you. And so on and so forth. Now, if you tweak this joke just a tad bit to in Soviet Russia, tigers eat bears, you would no longer have a joke. Rather, a literal fact. As in the most eastern reaches of Russia, you will find a feline that has a taste for bears. And that is the Siberian tiger. It's likely that you've heard about this cat. After all, it is usually considered the largest of all tiger subspecies, and is further regarded as the largest feline currently alive on Earth, excluding hybrids, with one captive male measuring 3.32 meters or 10 feet 11 inches from nose to tail, while weighing 423 kilograms or 932 pounds, about the same weight as a golf cart. This is pretty insane, and may change your mind on visiting Russia or northeast China, as Siberian tigers reside there as well. And once upon a time, these majestic hunters were even more widespread, with populations extending all the way down to the Korean peninsula. Their decrease in range is largely due to human activities, which is also bad for their numbers, as only 600 are known to remain in the wild today. Despite these losses, they've remained apex predators within their ecosystems and are expert killers, who use their distinctive stripes to stealthily sneak up on a variety of unsuspecting prey, which they then quickly dispatch with an arsenal of lethal weapons, notably their killer bite. Compared to other felines, Siberian tigers sport widened and more compact skulls that are fitted with large amounts of muscles, granting them extremely powerful bites that have measured over half a ton in force per square inch, which is nearly double that of a fully grown lion, and 3 times the strength of a pit bull's bite. With such power, these tigers are able to easily pierce the skin and bone of animals, with their giant canines that can each grow to be 4 inches or 10 centimeters long, which is basically equal to the size of a pocket knife. These built-in mini swords are its main killing weapons when it comes to larger prey like elk, deer, and occasionally bears. This almost fictional-sounding story is not an old tale, but a fairly new one, as its predation on its furred counterpart has only been documented in the past 60 years. This sudden bloodlust is thought to be the result of a massive decline in ungulates within its habitat, which typically made up the bulk of their diets. This has pushed Siberian tigers to expand their hit list, with fatal attacks being recorded on 2 types of bears, the black bear and the brown bear. While the black bear is the smaller genus, with adults being lighter than the average Siberian tiger, it's actually targeted less by this killer feline, as it can climb in trees and lives in dense woodland areas that are harder to access. Meanwhile, the bigger and more dangerous brown bear is more accessible to the Siberian tigers, despite being 2 to 3 times their size, as they occupy more open habitats and are not the best climbers. Though don't let this fool you into thinking that you could get away from one by climbing a tree, as they are still adept climbers. Regardless, the first time anyone picked up the Siberian tigers or making moves on bears was back in 1944, when bear hair was found in the scat of a Siberian tiger. This prompted a study in the Russian Far East. For over 15 years, scientists were able to record 32 cases of Siberian tigers attacking both brown and black bears unprovoked. They noted that in order to take down the formidable bears, which possessed both a strong bite and large claws, individuals would carefully stalk the target before pouncing onto them with their razor-sharp claws, which allowed them to anchor their bodies to the bears and administer lethal bites to the neck or spine. It was noted that the tigers primarily hunted young or sub-adults, while occasionally taking on small adults who had recently emerged from hibernation and were still lethargic. Additionally, the study also took a look at attacks on tigers by bears, and found that during the same time, just 12 tigers were attacked, and only because of self-defense or a carcass, suggesting that most of these battles were one-sided. A later study further supported these finds, as researchers witnessed 44 direct confrontations in the 1970s that led to 22 bear deaths, compared to just 12 tiger fatalities, of which the vast majority were smaller females. On top of all this, in recent years, thanks to more rigorous monitoring, it's also been discovered that some tigers even become proficient serial killers of bears, preying on multiple individuals throughout their lifetimes. A prominent example of this is a large Siberian tiger who was spotted in 2021 patrolling the area where a bear carcass was found. The body bore numerous puncture marks to its spine and neck. highly suggesting that the tiger was to blame, and eventually it returned to the area to feast on the fallen bear. For 4 full days, the male was observed eating its victim, spending most of the time focusing on the bear's fat deposits, located on its back, hams, and groin. Following this event, the male was once again spotted not once or twice killing a bear, but 4 different times, with each time being a result of predation. However, the tiger in question didn't always pull off successful ambushes, resulting in at least one bloody battle with a female bear where even small trees had been damaged. However, eventually, the tiger managed to overpower and slay the bear. Along with this amazing specimen, other lion-marked instances have been seen in recent years as well, including the first recorded aftermath of a tiger attack on a bear, plus the only recorded footage of a tiger actively chasing down a bear. This once again all points to the conclusion that Siberian tigers hold dominion over bears within their ecosystems. And yet, this isn't as black and white as it seems. And the reason I say this is because bears actually benefit more from the presence of tigers than they suffer from it, mostly because of gender dimorphism. Typically, female Siberian tigers are significantly smaller than the males, leading to brown bears realizing that they can take over a tiger's kill if they are big enough. Large brown bears in particular are even known to actively search and track down smaller tigers just to steal their meals, with one reserve reporting that 35% of their tigers' kills were being stolen by bears. Some of these conflicts in themselves have led to fights resulting in casualties on both sides, and begs the question of who really fears who. The ultimate answer is, it depends. Both animals have been seen getting the better of each other, and if you're either a large bear or Siberian tiger, you probably don't have much to worry about. It's only when you're a smaller individual or juvenile that things get dicey. But for now, when it comes to pure documented numbers, Siberian tigers do hold the edge in this war.